Prince Harry thought he could just swoop back into the UK like nothing happened, but oh no, the fallout was royal-level explosive. And the one man who's officially done with the drama, Prince William. Insiders reveal William wasn't just a little upset. He was livid, furious, the kind of anger where you don't even bother to raise your voice because your silence says it all. And when you look closer at what Harry pulled, it's easy to see why William's blood was boiling. Harry didn't just visit, he performed. In California, he's all casual vibes, brown polo shirt, baseball cap, sunglasses, blending in with the locals, man of the people. But the second he stepped onto UK soil, boom, suits, the royal strut. That HRH energy he supposedly gave up. He waltzed in like he never left, like the monarchy was still his stage. And that, right there, is what tore into William's nerves. This wasn't a visit, it was an audition. Harry acted like he could walk back into royal life whenever it suited him. No respect, no heads up to William. The trip was drenched in PR glitter, screaming one thing: Harry was testing the waters for a royal comeback. But William, he's not buying a single second of it. To him, this wasn't humble, it was selfish. Another move from a brother he barely even recognizes anymore. Harry wants both worlds, the sparkle of the crown and the smoothie-sipping Montecito freedom. He wants the titles, the photo ops, the red carpets, but he also wants to sue the British government, cry about security, and then donate $1 million for some good guy headlines. That's what kills William. The cake and eat it too lifestyle Harry is chasing. To William, the whole trip was just another self-serving act. And while King Charles, ever the father, granted Harry a short 54-minute meeting at Clarence House, William felt like it was a slap in the face. The king extended grace while Harry extended chaos. And let's not forget, Harry's stopover wasn't just about seeing Dad. No, he slipped in a very public appearance at a memorial tied to Ukraine. Cameras flashing, emotional speeches. It was the Harry show once again. Did he check with the royal household before flying into a war zone? Nope. Did he consult with palace officials about optics or safety? Not even close. His only advisors were Meghan and the UK government. And William? Completely iced out. That's what really stings. Because tell me, what was Meghan thinking? Letting him zip into an active war zone like it's a vacation? For William, it wasn't just reckless, it was delusional. Another headline-chasing stunt instead of actual family healing. Then came the money moment. Harry flashing a massive $1.5 million donation for children in need. Sure, generosity looks noble on paper, but to William and the firm, it reeked of self-promotion. Royals have a rule: support charities quietly. Do the work, but don't make it about you. And Harry, he can't help but wrap every move in a press release. So, whatever bridge Harry thought he was building back home, it's scorched. William now looks at Harry not as a brother, but as a stranger cosplaying royalty. And the UK public? They're over it too. Harry's cameo didn't win hearts. It only proved what William has been saying privately all along. This isn't about family, it's about Harry's image. Behind palace walls, the tension was suffocating. Explosive. William didn't text, didn't call, didn't extend any olive branch. His silence screamed louder than words. Because deep down, he knows the truth. The divide between them is no longer just public drama. It's personal. Harry's choices have burned that brotherly bond, and William isn't pretending otherwise. Now here's where it gets even messier. Harry didn't just pop in for family time. He made sure to slide himself right into causes still tied to the monarchy. And trust me, that hit William like a sucker punch. Take the Diana Award, for example. That charity is sacred. It's personal. It's their mother's legacy, something that was supposed to unite the brothers. But Harry? He walked in solo, like it was his stage, completely sidestepping William. Insiders say William's absence wasn't about a busy calendar. It was deliberate, a statement. To him, Harry's little stunt wasn't a tribute. It was a hijack. Think about it. Showing up at a memorial tied to Diana, without your brother, knowing how deep those scars run. That's not healing, that's provocation, pure and simple. And if that wasn't enough to stir the pot, Harry's Ukraine trip poured gasoline on the fire. On paper, he framed it as humanitarian, all about mental health and support. But William saw right through it. The carefully angled photos, the emotional speeches about siblings, the dramatic backdrops, it was all crafted for maximum PR impact. And the timing? Absolutely brutal. Timing? While William was grinding away at ribbon cutting, state events, the real nitty-gritty of monarchy duty, Harry was strutting around Europe with his own press team, building his rogue royal brand. A personal PR tour, a royal comeback trailer. But the hypocrisy. Oh, the hypocrisy. This is the same Harry who dragged the UK government to court, suing them for not giving him the royal security he demanded. Yet here he was, confidently waltzing through Kiev days after missile strikes. He claims Britain is too dangerous, but casually strolls through a war zone. To William, it was laughable, hypocritical, a slap in the face to the very institution Harry walked away from. And then there's King Charles. That short meeting Harry managed to squeeze in, barely an hour, didn't go unnoticed. William kept his lips sealed in public, but behind closed doors, he was fuming. Because let's be real, William has been there, standing beside Charles through scandal after scandal, health scares and royal pressure. He's carried the load. He's been the loyal son. And then Harry, the same brother who spilled the family's darkest secrets to Netflix and Oprah, waltzes back into Clarence House like nothing happened. That stung. It wasn't just unfair, it was insulting, and this isn't about about one visit, number. For William, it's the pattern, the memoir, the interviews, the Netflix docuseries, the podcasts. Every time the dust starts to settle, Harry storms back with another headline, another dig, another PR stunt. It's like living through a storm that never passes. Insiders whisper that William has accepted it now. The brother he once knew, gone. Replaced with someone addicted to media attention, someone who weaponized family pain for brand deals. And every new stunt just hardens William's heart even more. The truth? William doesn't see this as Harry coming home. He sees it as Harry trying to play Prince without paying the price. No accountability, no apology, just more spotlight chasing, and William's mind is made up. Without accountability, there's no path forward. Period. This isn't just about royal protocol anymore, it's personal. For years, William carried the grief of losing their mother in silence, never using it for sympathy, never monetizing it. Meanwhile, Harry turned that grief into content. Books, interviews, specials. And let's be clear, William's patience ran out the second Harry walked into Clarence's house. Behind the palace doors, William saw it not as a family moment, but as weakness from Charles, a father blinded by love. Charles wants to see a son, but William, he's thinking like a future king. He's looking at the long-term damage, the way public trust crumbles when the monarchy becomes a revolving door for personal PR. Because here's the gut of it, William doesn't trust Harry. Not anymore, not after Spare, not after the podcasts, not after the bombshells lobbed at the family in every media deal. Trust isn't something Harry can fix with one photo op. It's a pattern, and Harry's pattern screams betrayal. And William isn't alone in feeling this way. Inside royal circles, whispers are turning into full-on grumbles. People close to the palace are fed up with what they call Harry's two-faced act. Think about it. This is the guy who outright rejected royal duty, packed up, and flew halfway across the world to escape the institution. But then, he still acts like nothing changed. One day, he's railing against the monarchy. The next, he's back in London, cozying up to the same institutions he claims ruined his life. His Invictus Games, his Diana connections, his solo charity runs. All of it looks carefully staged to rebuild his royal brand, without the actual discipline or sacrifice that comes with the crown. It's smoke and mirrors, and William sees it for what it is. The moment that really set William's blood boiling? Harry's speech in Ukraine. He dared to talk about siblings, emotional support, and unity. On the surface, sure, those words sound noble. But for William, they cut like knives. Because here was the same brother who aired private fights, leaked stories, accused the family of cruelty, and now he's preaching about healing? The hypocrisy was deafening. To William, those words weren't wisdom. They were empty, hollow. And the worst part? Harry doesn't even seem to realize it. He still plays the victim, still positions himself as the wounded one. But in William's eyes, it's Harry who did the wounding. Harry who blew up trust. Harry who turned personal grief into a Netflix brand. And looming over all of this is the future. Because William isn't just a brother, he's the heir, the next king. And he's already asking the hard questions. What happens when Charles is gone? When he's on the throne? Will Harry try to worm his way back in with even more influence? Will Meghan make a grand UK return, cameras in tow? William dreads it. Tow? The idea that his reign could turn into a tug-of-war with a brother who refuses to pick a side? It's a nightmare. Because in William's world, either you're in or you're out. And Harry from the start has tried to keep one foot in both. That's not just messy, it's dangerous. The monarchy is built on structure, roles, duty. There's no wiggle room for rogue freelancing. Harry's unpredictability threatens all of it. And for William, who will one day carry the weight of the crown, that's not just inconvenient, it's catastrophic. So William has made his peace with the distance. Yes, there's sadness there, buried under all the frustration. Once they were inseparable, once they were allies. But those days are gone. And the fantasy of reconciliation? Dead, not without a reckoning. Because the crown isn't just about bloodlines. It's about trust, tradition, sacrifice. And in William's eyes, Harry has betrayed all three.